Live setup good? Okay. All right. Yeah, I need all of those papers. Oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Docs Daily, where you get highly classified documentations from your boy, Sean Blasey. Ha ha ha. But ain't nothing funny though. Bizzy Bone has married a female that looked just like Eazy-E's wife. And he also went crazy during the Verzuz battle, and that leads a lot of people to believe that Bizzy Bone may have had something to do with the demise of Eazy-E because of his infatuation with Eazy-E's wife, Tomica Wright. Now, I got a whole lot of information here for y'all. Now, I don't believe this is true, but I'm just here to give you the information because he married a woman that looked just like Eazy-E's wife, y'all. Now take a look at Eazy-E's wife. This is Tomica Wright, the CEO of Ruthless Records. Very beautiful, very curvy. And a lot of them Bone Thugs, she was boning the Bone Thugs, according to a lot of sources, y'all.
Goodness.
Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm about to give y'all all the details. His wife is very beautiful, very voluptuous. A lot of men in Hollywood wanted to be with her then, and they want to be with her now. Now, y'all got a good look at Eazy-E's wife, right? Now I need y'all to look at Bizzy Bone's wife. She look a whole lot like Tomica Wright. And he married this woman. And here go Bizzy Bone's ex-girlfriend. She looks a whole lot like Tomica Wright. Now that y'all got an understanding of where I'm going with this, it's only going to get deeper, y'all. Because the infatuation is beyond crazy. And y'all seen how this man act when he don't get his way or if he don't get what he want. He's very compulsive. And at the time, Tomica Wright wanted Eazy-E out the way. And you got these young horny boys running around here. And they had good reasons to get him out the way as well. So let's get into this highly classified documentary, shall we? Let's get into it. Look at this, y'all. I see that she's a producer of the new NWA movie. Tomica always seems shady to me. First, she married Eazy-E on his deathbed. Reports say the man wasn't in his right mind when he did it. So I felt like she manipulated and took advantage of Eazy in his fragile state. Lazy Bone said Eazy wasn't even thinking about no marriage before he got sick. His assistant said when asked, was he going to marry Tomica when he got into the hospital, he responded, hell nah. Yet she inherited everything of his, including Ruthless Records, which she ran from the ground up, y'all. Now, here's something that y'all gotta pay close attention to, because this is the part where it gets real shady. And I need y'all to pay attention to this. She had a few lawsuits come her way when he passed. Of course, Bone Thugs didn't like her. Bizzy even claimed she tried to sleep with him to keep him loyal to the label. Just a mess. Now, why would Bizzy Bone claim that this woman tried to sleep with him to keep him loyal to the label? Mind you, when Eazy-E passed away, Bizzy Bone was the first one to go solo under her record label. When she was running the show, Bizzy Bone broke up with Bone Thugs. They like, where is Bizzy? Why he don't want to work with us no more? Legend has it, the reason why he wasn't rocking with Bone Thugs like that is because he was with the head honcho of the label, which just so happened to be Eazy-E's ex-wife. Look at this, y'all. In the liner notes for Heaven's Movie, which is Bizzy Bone's first solo album, he said, thanks everyone from Jesus to Bizzy's Granny Rose, but there's also a lengthy list of sarcastic four-letter thank yous. One person definitely not thanked is Ruthless Records president and Eazy-E's widow, Tomica Wright, whom Bizzy refers to as a black widow. Wright was not available for comments. So he been dissing this woman ever since he went solo in the public, but behind the scenes, they say Tomica is no angel. No, she slept with Lazy and Bizzy Bone.
Oh my goodness.
And probably when he was in the hospital and after he died. Scammed her way into marrying him with that lawyer beside her, kept Eazy heavily medicated in the hospital so he would not know what was going on, drove to the funeral in Eazy-E favorite white BMW with Bizzy as her side piece on the passenger side. Kept sending people to spy on Bone Thugs and Harmony when they recording to see what they're talking about. I think Bizzy or Lazy called her a Black Widow. It was Lazy. It was Bizzy that did it. She ran Ruthless Records to the ground. She also remarried in those 20 years. So her full name is Tomica Blizzard, but still has rights to Eazy's catalog after Shame, marriage, and all that other stuff. But this is what I wanted y'all to focus on. She slept with Lazy and Bizzy while Eazy was in the hospital. Kept Eazy heavily medicated. She drove up to the funeral in Eazy's favorite white BMW with Bizzy as her side piece on the passenger side. So, I don't know what y'all thinking, but we got a whole lot of this documentary to get into because like I told y'all, man, she's a fine woman back then and she's a fine woman now. Tomica Wright is no slouch. Tomica always been right before she took the last name Wright. And they knew that. A bunch of horny Bone Thugs. The next thing you know, she was boning thugs. And Suge Knight even got a piece of that, allegedly. So let's continue on with this. Now, before we get into this, y'all got to look at Eazy-E's beautiful wife. Now look at Bizzy Bone's wife. They look like twins. And he married this woman off of the strength that she looks so much like Tomica Wright. But we're going to get back to that in a second. And we got to get into some deeper stuff. Now, a lot of y'all seen this already, but I need to show y'all the compulsiveness of Bizzy Bone and how he reacts in certain situations. And allegedly, Eazy-E didn't even see it coming. Cut that music. Okay, y'all got to see this real quick.
Before we even get started, you ugly motherfuckers ain't finna be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage. Like, straight the fuck up. That gangsta boo.
Oh, God.
Now, y'all just witnessed this man stand in front of his whole group and say, y'all not gonna be disrespecting and mocking me while I'm up on this stage. As if he ain't got the rest of the Bone Thugs behind him, as if it's his show alone. That's because when Eazy-E passed, he was with the head of the label, and that was his boo. Drove up to the funeral in a white BMW, Eazy-E's white BMW with his girlfriend, and he was her side piece. So that's why he got those diva tendencies, y'all. Now, let's continue on with this, man, because it's only going to get worse. When things didn't work out with Bizzy and Tomica, he started threatening her. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He was even talking about assassinating this woman at one point. And you know, them light skins stick together. But for him to go to the extreme of talking about doing this woman some bodily harm, it was something more going on there. I need y'all to take a look at this, man, because this stuff is sad.
I had one big label.
I mean, well,
and goddamn
they tried to with the more thug shit.
Right.
But the shit got caught up with that Ruthless Records bullshit. Motherfuckers started putting their hand in the cookie jar. Right. And ain't nobody want to motherfucking get that Murder 187 shit on me. That's one of the reasons why I left Bone. You know, I was a young, wild motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, we finna kill this bitch. I'm finna do 7 years. You know?
Did y'all hear that? He talking about he about to go do something to Tomica and do 7 years. So he talking like he done did this before. Like this is a pattern going on here. Take one of them out. Let's take another one out. He said Bone Thugs wasn't with it, but he was willing to get them hands dirty just to get his royalties from Tomica. Now, if it's professional and it's just business, and which the entertainment business should be, why is you talking about sacrificing people? Hold on, y'all. Y'all got to listen at this.
fuck it. I'm crazy in the motherfucker, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get off on the insanity plea. You know, this is before they knew about the kidnapping shit and foster homes and all that bullshit that went down. It's all documented, you know, downtown. So I had a Trump type plan. I guess I can tell motherfuckers now because, you know, but then them niggas like, nah, nigga, don't do that. I'm like, what? I'm out, man. Fuck this shit. I ain't gonna keep on singing more murder and shit and me.
Y'all hear this? This man? The group tried to tell him, Bizzy, we not doing that. You can't harm this woman. Why would you want to do something like that? Maybe he knows something that we don't know. He said, I ain't gonna keep singing more murder. And if y'all ain't willing to do more murders. Hold on.
And them niggas like, nah, nigga, don't do that. I'm like, what? I'm out, man. Fuck this shit. I ain't gonna keep on singing more murder and shit, and we ain't fit to murder no motherfucking body and get our shit. You know what I mean? And then Flesh fuck around and did 10 years for nothing.
Damn.
For nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Murder somebody to get our stuff. Now everybody know that Eazy-E was jerking them, but somebody else was jerking them and they didn't mind.
Oh my goodness.
And that somebody else was allegedly Tomica Wright. Now, y'all just heard Bizzy Bone going on and on about how he wanted to slaughter this woman. But check this out. Your homie Hopsin also heavily into the devil, along with the Bone Thugs. Hopsin says F Ruthless Records, amidst Tomica Wright, inspired the song called Kill Her. So these men get caught up in that thing. She put it down on them. Double D those boys, and then when they can't get their way, they don't want to just kill it in the bedroom no more. They want to kill it at the morgue. And Bizzy Bone is also a victim of this, but he ain't the only one that got smuggled and smothered by Tomica Wright. Look at this, y'all, because this is sad. Even Hopsin talking about doing something to her. Since Eric Wright passed in 1995, his Ruthless Records imprint has been run by his widow, Tomica Woods Wright. The former A&R for the label released albums by Bone Thugs and Harmony, Stevie Bone. Who the fuck is Stevie Bone? I ain't never heard of him before.
Oh my goodness.
And Baby S in their tenure as Ruthless president while maintaining the label that introduced the world to NWA and Above the Law. Wright has faced criticism from Eazy's partner Bizzy Bone and now even Hopsin. See how Bizzy Bone is always brought into the equation? Not the Bone Thugs. Lazy Bone, Crazy Bone, Wishbone, Chicken Bone. It's always Bizzy Bone in the midst with this woman. In 2009, Hopsin released Gazing at the Moonlight with the label, speaking with the Paranormal City, California MC photographer explained his departure from Ruthless with strong words for his president. Tomica Wright, she's a stupid act. She doesn't know what she's doing. My grandma could have done a better job, literally, not even joking. But this is the thing about it, bro. She knew what she was doing. All it takes is to wear a low-cut shirt and you gonna sign your life away. You come up to the record label and she walk around there swinging booty, you're not going to want to go sign with Suge Knight.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I wouldn't. She the CEO of the record label and you wonder why everybody keep getting jerked. But the only time they complain is when she stopped jerking them.
Oh my goodness.
So y'all going to have to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Even DJ Yellow been hanging out with Tomica, and she's still fine. I don't give a damn what nobody say. She's ruthless, and she be gumming them boys. She's thinking about changing her label to Toothless. But, you know, we just gonna have to wait and see for that one. But that's Negro here nor there. I got so much more news I gotta give to y'all, but ain't nobody hit the like button. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification button. I would really, really appreciate that. And hit the Cash App too, $Sean Blaze Docs. I would even appreciate that even a little more. You know what I'm saying? But that's Negro here nor there. Let's get back into this news. Because Tomica, she did a whole lot of stuff to ruin a whole lot of people's careers. And Bizzy Bone, he just so happened to be caught up in her sauce. And there's some stuff that I'm about to share with y'all so y'all can understand exactly where I'm coming from with this whole Bizzy Bone. Because it's a whole bunch of conspiracies going on around Eazy-E's death, but nobody ever stopped to look at Bizzy Bone as a prime suspect in all of this. So look at this, y'all. Exploring the conspiracies behind Eazy-E's death. He was ahead of his time. Dr. Dre declared retrospective about his late friend and the NWA collaborator Eazy. Now, this is the thing about it. People want to say Ice Cube, Suge Knight, Dr. Dre, AIDS, Jerry Heller, and all these people killed Eazy-E. But the thing about it is, Eazy was doing just fine before he signed Bone Thugs and Harmony. He signed Bone Thugs and everything fell apart when he got with this group, y'all. So, look at this, y'all. The facts. Diagnosed February 24th, 1995. Eazy-E, real name Eric Lynn Wright, was admitted to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles with a violent cough. He was later diagnosed with HIV/AIDS. Man, look, and a lot of people say that he passed too soon, but I got to show y'all something else real quick. And this is going to blow your mind. Let me type this in real quick. I swear, you got to see this right here. Removed. Y'all got to see this. Eazy-E. Look at this, y'all. Bone Thugs and Harmony, right after Eazy died, they erased his ass from their album. And this was right after he passed. Because everybody know that verse on The Love of Money was straight garbage. Standing on the corner straight slanging rocks. Oh, here come the motherfucking cops. Bone Thugs rap fast as hell. Eazy-E rap slow as hell. So they couldn't wait to get rid of him, y'all. Bone Thugs and Harmony deliberately erased Eazy-E's verse from East 1999 Eternal. Eazy was greatly involved in Bone Thugs and Harmony's debut EP, Creeping on the Come Up. He produced the intro, co-produced For the Love of Money with DJ Yella, and appeared on 3 songs 13 months later. Keyword 13 months. Remember that number 13, because it got a lot to do with this. Bone followed up with their half-hour debut with their first full-length East 1999 Eternal. Eazy, who had died 4 months earlier, did not rap or make beats on the album, despite his executive production role. The tribute single that would help carry the 1995 album to more than 4 million records sold was The Crossroads. Now, whenever a rapper or somebody in the music industry pass away, whoever make the hit song, like when Biggie died and Puffy made the I'm Missing You, they was already working on that song before he passed away. How come Eazy-E didn't know nothing about The Crossroads? He was just oblivious to this next album that was coming out. And as soon as he was out the picture, Bone Thugs just selling 4 or 5 million copies and took his ass off of the album. Listen at this, y'all. Speaking with Hip Hop DX, Bizzy Bone. Why is it always him? Bizzy Bone reveals that Bone Thugs and Harmony deliberately erased Eazy-E's verse from East Eternal on the song Mr. Bill Collector. That's because they was tired of him taking money out their pocket. When all the medical stuff was going on, Eazy-E wasn't returning our phone calls, and we were stuck in the mansion, said the Columbus, Ohio native, about living in Eazy's Chatworth, California residence. You living in Eazy-E's house while he's at the hospital. Wasn't Tomica at his house? Wasn't that his? So y'all was living with his wife when he was in the hospital. He wasn't returning y'all phone calls. Shit, you in there with his wife. If you wanted to get a hold of him, you can get a hold of him. He in the hospital and y'all at his house. Shady. Let me run that back. When all the medical stuff was going on, Eazy wasn't returning our phone calls and we were stuck in the mansion, said the Columbus, Ohio native about living in Eazy's Chatworth, California residence at the time. The Cleveland collective had not been paid royalties. She was paying them all right. Our records was platinum and all of that stuff was going on and we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know the whole thing about him getting NWA back together. While that was going on, we were sitting at the mansion with no food in that motherfucker. The members of Bone were resorting to stealing food from the grocery stores to survive during a challenging period at Ruthless Records. Allegedly, Eazy, DJ Yella, and MC Ren had begun pre-production of the third NWA album. The Ruthless CEO was in talks with Ice Cube and reportedly pursuing friend turned foe Dr. Dre. Bizzy says he and Crazy are the ones capable of creating new waves for Bone Thugs. Angry at the man who signed them when they showed up in LA, Bone responded, "We took Eazy-E off of Mr. Bill Collector. We erased it. I had my kids out in Chatworth. I had my 3 babies, my 3 baby girls. I was staying in a guest house. It wasn't like the main house gate and everything really cool. I packed up mine, funky hustled up some paper. Funky hustled up some paper."
Oh my goodness.
Somebody was slanging that booty. He said, "I got all my kids back to Cleveland and was back to the hood, like the crack-selling hood." Despite an EP out and the album on the horizon, Bizzy fumed at his label. He later tells DX that he learned Eazy-E's death on the news.
Oh my goodness.
So, you got mad, funky hustled up some paper, went back home, and next thing you know, Eazy was gone. While you was living with Miss Tomica, Eazy-E's wife. So, like I told y'all, I got so much more that I'm going to be sharing with y'all. And how can a grown man be manipulated by a woman? Plenty of ways. She show up to the red carpet, dragging that wagon. She got your contract in her bra. A whole bunch of contracts in that bra. Now, I ain't the one that's a pervert. It's Bizzy Bone getting busy with his bone with Tomica Wright and knowing that she was with Eazy-E. And y'all got to see this too, because people don't know how evil Eazy-E really was. Bone Thugs is inherently evil. When you watch the Verzuz battle, it was nothing but evil. Back to back, but 3-6 Mafia was just more evil. But Bone Thugs is still evil, though. They singing Negro spirituals with curse words. It don't get no worse than that. Y'all need to listen at this right here, because I swear, this is going to knock your socks off, man. Reggie, get this together, man. Thank you so much. All right, here we go.
News TV and today's music news. DOC, the former rapper for Ruthless Records back in the day and Death Row affiliate, actually is making a startling claim here that's actually got the internet on buzz. Apparently there's a documentary in the making about Eazy-E, and he's actually on record saying that Eazy was a devil worshiper.
Pause. Just in case y'all didn't hear what homie said. He said the rapper DOC said that Eazy worshiped the devil. And I ain't surprised. A lot of y'all are probably surprised. But let me share something with y'all real quick. It's gonna be real creepy. Let me type this in. Bone Thugs. Hold on, y'all. East Eternal album inside cover. Because my sister had this album when I was coming up, and I seen some things in this album on the inside. The whole, look, they had a whole Ouija board on the inside of their album. This was on Ruthless. Demons and shit. The thank you letter was written backwards. Had demons all over the freaking album. You had to hold the mirror up to this to read it, to see what the hell it was saying. Got all types of Kabbalahs and all types of metrocentric, just weird Ouija board shit. And this is what Eazy-E condoned. Look at this Bizzy Bone's album cover with a Ouija board on it. So when DOC said that Eazy-E worshiped the devil, Look at the people. Look at their first album cover. They drew this up as kids. They was only 12, 13 years old. Faces of Death. With the Grim Reaper, the same way 3 6 Mafia had that Grim Reaper with the hypnotized minds. Bone Thugs been doing that. Look at these dudes. Straight demonic. And look, it's some more stuff in that album cover that I will show y'all. And the background is just Armageddon. So when DOC says that Eazy-E worshiped the devil, I believe his ass. Because they was on some evil stuff. Let me run that back a little bit. Listen at this.
Is making a startling claim here that's actually got the internet on buzz. Apparently there's a documentary in the making about Eazy-E, and he's actually on record saying that Eazy was a devil worshiper. Now, we've been hearing things like this for years of Eazy because, as you guys know, Eazy was the type of person that would just pretty much say a little bit anything as long as it was controversial enough, to sell records for the most part, which is pretty, I guess revolutionary at the time of early hip hop. But for the most part there, DOC goes a step further and kind of give a little bit of more intimate details. He says that around 1988, 1987, when he first moved to Los Angeles from Dallas, where he's from, he said that he was sitting at a piano in the studio and Eazy-E kind of approached him and asked, do you want to go to a meeting? And he kind of was like, half-heartedly listening for the most part there. And then Eazy mentioned there was a devil worshiper meeting, that he worships the devil, and kind of was talking on that angle.
Eazy-E invited him to a devil worshiping meeting where they will all get together and talk about this type of stuff. Now, hip hop is inherently evil. Grandmaster Flash and Africa Bang Bottoms and all them dudes was evil. And that's why the music is so messed up now. But when it comes to Bizzy Bone, he got the nerve to tell 3 6 Mafia that they need to repent and stop doing what they doing. Look at this, y'all. 3 6. Let me type this in real quick. Well, he had the nerve, the audacity to call 3 6 Mafia some devil worshippers, y'all. Hold on, let me pull this up. Where is that? Because he was talking shit. Look at this, y'all. Your boy Bizzy Bone, he calls 3 6 Mafia devil worshippers and challenged them to denounce Satan. The Bone Thugs and Harmony icon penned a lengthy rant hours before Verzuz and challenged 3 6 to denounce Satan tonight. We're just hours away from yet another epic Verzuz, but things are kicking up a bit of a hiccup. There have been talks of 3 6 Mafia sharing the stage with Bone Thug for a year and a half now. Blah, 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 blah. Look at they whole Verzuz. This was the most evilest thing ever, y'all. Bizzy went on to say that the Memphis group did not want to be referred to as devil worshippers. They should have not named themselves 3 6 Mafia. Well, what the F is you, and what the F is your name 3 6s for? What's the acronym for? That is the mark of the beast, is it not? He questioned, y'all grew up in the church, so you knew the ramifications behind yourself, and to make people think you sold your soul for riches and fame, that's a classic. Now you got your money and you want to act like nobody can call you on it. Y'all got me effed up. And he continued, y'all. He continued to denounce his Verzuz opponents, accusing them of dismissing the church while challenging them to prove they're not on some devil worshiping punks by officially stating that they don't worship the devil on the Verzuz stage. Now, everybody, let's see what they do. If they don't denounce the devil tonight, it is safe to say that they know exactly what they're doing and who they are using and what they are using it for. Also, one more Ouija board reference like that covers a toll of I'ma crack that chick on top of the motherfucking head. It's not the Ouija and Harmony hoes. So shut that shit up. Don't understand me. Now let's see if the 3 6, he's in denial.
Oh my goodness.
Completely in denial. Now I'm about to share some stuff with y'all about Bizzy Bone. And I don't want to get in trouble for this. But and I'm about to bring this to a close. Because I said everything I had to say. And one more time, I need y'all to look at Eazy-E's lovely Lovely. They call her the devil, but she looked like an angel to me. They say real mean things about this lady, but I disagree. Look at her and look at Bizzy Bone's wife. Look at the woman he married. She looked just like her, same build, same everything. He couldn't have Tomica. And look, Jerry Heller walked his wife down the aisle. So Bizzy, it's a lot of red flags. They got a big ass cake. He act crazy on stage, but when he come home, he know how to sit his ass down. And yeah. And a lot of people saying that this is really, hold on, Wishbone got married? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. His fat ass, ugh. Why his wife got her face covered? She looked like him under that mask. Will you marry me, marry me, marry me, marry me, marry me? I want you to be my wife right now. Well, his non-sync Hootie and the Blowfish ass. Where did they find him? He's the least talented of the Bone Thugs. Marry me, marry me, marry me. Wishbone got married, and his wife big as all hell. That might be Sydney Starr underneath that. Hold on, y'all. I know this ain't got nothing to do with the documentary, but I gotta see Wishbone's wife. Just 1 second. I need for you to marry me right now. He should have been a pastor. Wishbone wife. I gotta see this chick. Cause he married her ass and she married him. I just don't know what's going on. Every picture she covered up. So he don't want nobody to see his wife. Hold on. This motherfucker married Mariah Carey. Ooh, excuse my language. Wait a minute. Crazy Bone is with Mariah Carey? They had a baby? Damn, she let everybody smash. God damn, Lazy Bone got a gang of kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I know they house dirty as hell. How you gonna tell your kids to clean up their room and your name Lazy Bone? They some hoarders. But we ain't done yet, because I gotta keep on giving y'all this news. Daddy nasty, them kids nasty. The whole house is nasty. They got roaches at Lazy Bone's house. But that's Negro here nor there. I want to see Wishbone's wife, because she keep covering her up. Maybe we'll do that on a whole nother documentary, man. But that's Negro here nor there. Look, they got a beautiful family. Look at little Bizzy. Look at little he got a little Bizzy Bone. Look, I'm happy for him being married. But once upon a time, he was in love with this woman and only this woman. And you know what? I was going to get into his childhood and the stuff that he been through. But, you know, people watching and nobody hit the like button. And that's pretty messed up. I've been going for like a whole hour and nobody hit the like button. But whatever. Just, you know, do me a favor and leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about this. Because I was going to continue, but it's hard to keep going when nobody's even hitting the like button. And I was going to show y'all this right here about Bizzy Bone. When he was a little kid, he was on America's Most Wanted. Matter of fact, we going to get into that. And please hit the like button so I can keep on with the stream. But y'all got to see this real quick, man. Because your boy Bizzy Bone was on America's Most Wanted.
Whose pictures were shown at the end of the made-for-TV movie about Adam Walsh. Because someone in Oklahoma recognized his picture that night, Brian and his 2 sisters were rescued and returned to their mother.
Look.
That was 19 years ago. This is Brian McCain today. He's known worldwide as Bizzy Bone.
Now, before I continue, did anybody see him on America's Most Wanted? And, you know, he turned into a superstar, but before he got famous, people wonder why he got that flamboyant attitude and why he's kind of feminine and everything. And there's no disrespect towards him, but he went through some stuff as a child. And as you see, he's grown up, he got kids, so I'm not questioning his sexuality. But I knew something was up when he said, "You ugly motherfucker is not about to be disrespecting me while I'm up here on this stage." And then the way he shot the mic. Hold on, y'all got to see this one more time. Because I knew something was zesty. Check this out.
It started, you ugly motherfuckers ain't finna be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage. Like, straight the fuck up. That gangster
Oh, God.
You ugly motherfuckers ain't about to be mocking me while I'm on this stage. There's a reason for that. Look at this, y'all.
A member of the multi-platinum, Grammy Award-winning group, Bone, Thugs, and Harmony. But despite his phenomenal success, memories of the abuse he suffered as a child at the hands of his abductor are still vivid and painful. Who abducted you and your siblings, and how old were you when that happened?
Byron abducted us. Byron McCain was his name. Was my mother's ex-husband and my older sister's father. I was 5 years old when he abducted us. He took us. He took me and my sisters. He got us in the car and he...
And I wanted to say this about Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's like a ghetto boy band. You know what I'm saying? They all got the long hair, the long braids. They singing and they swishing and stuff. And you didn't get that from 3-6 Mafia during the Verzuz. During the Verzuz, Gangsta Boo was more gangsta than everybody on the Bone Thug stage. Ooh, and I'm gonna miss everybody. A straight diva. But we love Bizzy Bone because he was with Bone Thugs and Harmony. But what I'm trying to point out to y'all is a possibility that he was in love with Tomica Wright. You know what I'm saying? Who was Eazy-E's wife? Because Bizzy's wife, and I swear, I know it sounds like I'm going in circles, but hold on. Who married a white girl? Oh, hell no. That's Crazy Bone. Crazy Bone ties the knot in Malibu. Oh my God. He got him a Becky. They a bunch of sellouts, man. Maybe, damn. Crazy Bone a sellout. And it's not because he got a white wife. But you notice during the Verzuz battle, 3-6 Mafia was only shaking hands with Lazy Bone. They didn't show no love to none of the other ones. It was strictly Lazy Bone. Whenever they dapped somebody up or wanted to sing and dance with somebody, it was Lazy. The rest of them dudes, they act like they wasn't even there. That's because he's a brother for real, for real. And Whitney Houston was a big fan of Lazy Bone as well, as you can see. But that's Negro here nor there. But look, he got him a real chick. She's straight from Cleveland. What type of tattoo? Wait a minute. Let me zoom in on that tattoo because he looked like he beat the life out of Jesus. That's weird. All that damn lip gloss with a Kango hat. He from Cleveland for real, man. And he could have did better than that. He got him a dust bunny. She looking like Yo-Yo. But that's Negro here nor there. I swear we about to move on. But damn, he got him a rough one. Got a rough neck, gotta have a rough neck. That's probably what they was playing at their wedding. But I know what y'all came here for. Let's get back into this documentary. I just like to see black love. That's all. That's why I'm all over the place. But let's get back into Bizzy Bone.
Drove away, and we never turned around. He told us our mother was dead. He told us our grandmother was dead. And we were moving on with our life, and we started on our trip. Hotel to hotel. You know, city to city. From broke down car to broke down car. Not having nothing to eat, walking up to old ladies in rest areas and telling them that me and my sisters were hungry. Could we have a bite of their food?
And before he was finally rescued, Brian went through something else no child should have to go through.
My sisters had gotten dropped off somewhere, and I wound up at someone else's house with Byron. Never seen him before in my life. He told me to go upstairs and to take a bath. But somebody's son. Kid had to be 11, 12 years old.
Okay, I'm a stop it there because it's getting creepy. The music, they showing him in the tub and all that stuff. And I ain't trying to open up no old wounds or nothing like that. Because basically something happened that wasn't supposed to happen to Bizzy Bone, man. And, you know, it's very unfortunate. But I want to commend that brother for having a family and staying on the straight path. And, you know, sometimes stuff happen and you can't help but to be a certain type of way. But hold on. If we got some trolls in the comment section, I need somebody to handle that. Because who is this? Somebody about to get blocked. Somebody keep putting Joe Byron in the comment section. Stop that. But that's Negro here nor there. Yeah, it's a couple of trolls in the comment section, and that's what makes it so disgusting. I don't want to be around a bunch of trolls. But I do appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, before I get out of here, let me sum up everything before I go so you understand why I made this video. Now, Eazy-E was married to Tomica Wright. Bone Thugs and Harmony came around. A bunch of young dudes with long hair that like to smoke weed. When Eazy-E was in the hospital, the Bone Thugs was living at his house. Okay? Y'all get that part. Now, let's revisit this part before I go, just in case y'all confused. Look at this. Tomica is no angel. No. She slept with Lazy and Bizzy Bone, and probably when Eazy was in the hospital. And after he died. Scammed her way into marrying him with that lawyer beside her, kept Eazy heavily medicated in the hospital so he would not know what was going on, drove to the funeral in Eazy-E's favorite white BMW with Bizzy as her side piece on the passenger side. Kept sending people to spy on Bone Thugs and Harmony when they was in the studio to see what they were recording, if they was talking about her. She was sleeping with them. She's like, make sure they ain't rapping about me, because if you hear them say something about doggy style or one leg up, like, you got to listen hard because they be talking fast, girl. Did they say something about my double D's?
Oh my goodness.
They wanted her and she wanted them. Showed up to the funeral, one of the Bone Thugs, and they talking about they don't know what the hell happened. And then went platinum after he passed away. She said, I think Bizzy or Lazy called her a black widow. She ran Ruthless Records to the ground. She also remarried in those 20 years. Yeah, I can go on and on. And also, I want to read this to y'all. She said, I even think his daughter Erin wrote a heartfelt letter about how shady Tomica is. She had a few lawsuits come her way when he passed. Of course, Bone Thugs didn't like her. Bizzy even claimed she tried to sleep with him to keep him loyal to the label. Just a mess.
Oh my goodness.
Well, she ain't have to try too hard. But that's Negro here nor there. Y'all gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. This all allegations and speculations. It may be true. I doubt if it is true. Y'all gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about it. Are you a fan of Bizzy Bone? Do you think he's a little crazy? Do you think he's impulsive enough to do something on behalf of Tomica? Because she could have told his ass anything and he would have snapped. And now he got a fine ass wife. And she just so happened to look like Eazy-E's wife. Do I need to show y'all the pictures again just in case y'all think I'm just pulling this stuff, man? Okay. Oh, here go his wife. Look, 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 look. This is Wishbone's wife. He think he the Pope. Yo, maybe he is a pastor. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, yeah. He been a pastor his whole music career. He might as well. And his wife looking like her name Turkey Bone. Hey, well, at least he got a sister, you know, and they make a cute couple. Hope that ain't his cousin. Oh, my good.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, y'all. Before I go, I want to look at some more pictures. What about that Flesh and Bone? Is he married? Let me see. Flesh Bone. Let me see if he got a wife. He look like he on the DL. Don't he? Hold on, let me see. Is this his family? Why he got a bunch of Mexican kids? Oh, that's his wife in the background. Why is that man next to him with his hand on his hip? I think that's his wife back there. Okay, I'm trying to. He don't seem like he the marrying kind. Maybe he ain't married to nobody. Who else is in Bone Thugs, y'all? You got Lazy Bone, Bizzy Bone, Crazy Bone. I swear these dudes zesty with all that hair in their face. Had a perm since '95. Come on, bro. Got pigtails and something ain't right. Yo, tell me why he look like Kawhi Leonard. Maybe he Kawhi's daddy. I don't know. Pigtails and shit. They got like a something going on with Bone Thugs. Cause all of them. But that's Negro here nor there. I gotta okay, we seen his family already. I'm not trying to hold y'all up. What the fuck? Is this them back in the day? Oh, why? Lazy Bone got his hand up in the air like, hey, 2 snaps in a circle. No, this man ain't got the finger, the curls, the bang. I swear, man. What? This man got his hair strapped over his shoulder. And this nigga, them Bone Thugs be boning thugs, man.
Oh my goodness.
I don't care what nobody say. What the fuck is this? Hold on, wait a minute. What is, hold on, y'all gotta see this. Who in the hell put this together? Bean Thugs and Harmony. Come on, man. Some corny ass people out here. They look like a girl. Maybe, I don't know, man. Y'all gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about it. But that Crazy Bone, he the zestiest one. He think he pretty. It's like, I'm so beautiful. Hold up. I'm not done yet. Just wait a minute. Because the zest just be popping off these pictures real bad. Maybe they all got touched. Oh, man. Okay, I swear I'm almost done. But this stuff is phenomenal. Old Thugs in Harmony. Yo, somebody said, I'm going to do another documentary. Somebody said that Bizzy Bone is Chico DeBarge's son. We're going to do that one next. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Because these permed out gangsters, man, you just got to keep your eye on these dudes. Hold on, one more thing. Let me type this in real quick. Bone Thugs hair dues. Y'all got to see this, man. Them Bone Thugs and Harmony hairdos. Not hair dyes. I say hair. Okay, let me put in hairstyles. Styles. Because I want to see how many hairstyles they had before. Let me keep scrolling down. Is that Nipsey Hussle? Wait a minute. That is Nipsey Hussle with a big ass Bone Thugs afro. This motherfucker. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't do the Justin Timberlake NSYNC hairstyle. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait one motherfucking minute. Y'all gotta see this. Hold on, let me type this in real quick. I swear I'm about to get out of here. Justin Timberlake. The NSYNC. Was he in NSYNC? What was the name of his group? Yeah, it was NSYNC. Type this in real quick. Cause he a grown ass man with the Justin Timberlake NSYNC. Look at this, y'all. Here go Justin Timberlake with the curls. And look at this nigga. Oh, no. Wrong one. Where'd he go? Oh, man, I messed it up. Damn it. Hold on. Maybe I can get it. There it go. Hold on. Y'all got to look at this. Look. Justin Timberlake and Lazy Bone. This nigga tripping. But that's Negro here, no there. I got so much love for y'all. Make sure y'all do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button, y'all, and hit that Cash App too, $ Sean Blaze Stocks. Yo, I'ma holla at y'all later. And for all y'all lovely ladies out there, I got so much love for y'all. Best believe I do. And make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And you know why I do these documentaries, baby.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Sean got the docs. I'm keeping it funky like